training video to make sure that the monitors are on and make sure that the microphones are on. The first step is to just turn on the system right there. Switch on. Bloop. There it is. We don't need to do necessarily the bass, but the bass has also switch on. And there we go. And there's Reese. There it is, on. And maybe the bass we don't really need right now for today, but normally we'd switch on the bass as well. Then we go over here and switch on the board. Click. It's on. There we go. Of course, we need to make sure that this is plugged in to here. This blue box.
And this connects to the computer.
And that this computer connect is going out of here and into the computer right there. Great. And the computer's on. And of course, this is on right here, which we turn it on right by the blue light. It's blue. It was red. Now it's blue.
So I open Audacity.
Audacity, which is the sound
then
thing.
I can see the sound that's coming in.
Audacity, there it is.
So it's opening Audacity. Because then when I push record, I can see that I'm actually getting a signal or not.
Audacity, good. So he's sure he's getting the signal. Lexicon, you see that word? Now we're going to Audacity and made sure we select Lexicon Lambda in out USB. There it is.
And record.
And recording.
So now I can see what's coming into Zoom basically.
We can see what Zoom is going to do. So now, is this, I know that this is on.
Here's the piano.
And it says there, piano. I'm going to just test the piano. Of course, it makes sense to be sure that this is just on. Ooh. We just make sure that this is plugged in. It should always be in. And then, there's the on button. The other cool thing to know is this is mic 1, that's orange. This is mic 2, that's red. And this is mic 3, that doesn't have anything on it. Those are reflective right here with mic 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And they're right like that.
And
remember, 4 we don't need then, right? 4.
Yeah, but remember, if this is mute, then you get no signal. So you have to unmute it.
Making sure they're unmuted. And making sure that these are up to about that level.
Yeah, 0.
Great.
And this is the master mix. That needs to be at 0 too. These two I don't think we're using actually.
Right.
This is just the master mix.
Master mix.
This is the button that will send the sound out to the USB to the computer.
I didn't know that, really.
It was set here.
Okay.
Now that means
do they only need to set
that
whatever?
one mic will go to the computer. You see? But if it's set on the mix, now the whole mix will go
This
to the
PAFL means to the computer. Okay.
Yeah, but that means only one channel will go to the computer.
Oh, so I can leave all these off and just leave that one on?
Because that's the main mix.
That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Okay. But is that why the guitar wasn't being picked up?
That's why the guitar was being picked up, but also because the car quit. The battery died again or something.
I'll go get. Okay.
So,
and we gotta check the batteries of all the guitars. The D batteries, which are, I think those are called D, which are 9 volt. They're square, rectangle batteries. Rectangle, not round. And other than that, that's the way the system works. Everything else is straightforward. Up is up, down is down. Usually it should always be around 0. 0 is right there. 0 isn't all the way down. 0 is right there.
That's the best thing.
And that's about it. That's how the system works. Of course, we just had it on
I just had it going, and then
because it shows stuff
just so I can see the levels. Like,
what's going through the computer, not just what's going through here.
And the other thing, guys, use the headphones. Because,
Headphones.
Yeah. Use the headphones.
Okay.
Because then I was able to tell the guitar quit. But without putting on the
without
headphones,
headphones, you can't know.
Oh, the guitar's gone.
Interesting. I'm going to listen to the recording again and see how good. But when it's all on, it all sounds really good online. When it's not, it sounds really bad. It just sounds like, which we've done that, and it's like, why do a prayer meeting or any kind of thing if you're just going to sound like, it just is actually more aggravating than it is helpful. But if we do it, the steps we just mentioned, everything goes wonderfully. God bless you, and thank you, amazing volunteers, for making sure that this works great. And we just make sure that these 2 monitors are on, of course. They go into the monitor, which is right now it's aux. And there's another monitor here too, but it goes into aux. Here we go. We have monitor, line out 3, line out, monitor, line out 3, monitor, line out 4, and monitor, line out 5. So there's monitor, line out 5, there's monitor, line out 3, and there's monitor, line out 4. Now we're gonna do shutdown process. Let's go. Now we want to talk about powering down. So you just go, no matter where you are, you find this button over here called DS. DS. You got to push it. Boop. Now you see the power down. We don't just shut down the switch over here. We gotta go here and let's hit power down. Are you shut down a desk? Yes. Now it's safe to power off. Now it's safe to power off, which we then go and hit the
So side over here.
side right there. Bloop. Great. Good job.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching that training video. You're going to do great. Please watch the video a few times and also physically practice how to do it on a day that there is an event so that you can be sure that you're ready half an hour before the event is scheduled to begin. We don't want to have pressure. So half an hour before the event is scheduled to begin, you should be finished with all of that. Also, another detail as we wrap up, you'll do great, is that there are 2 phones that need to be set up. One is set up further away and one is set up closer on a tripod. There is definitely a communications phone that's there. Ask the volunteer coordinator about the phone. And then a Zoom call is on through the phone, through both the phones, and they're on mute, but that's how we see the event. So make sure that those phones are plugged in or have a battery pack ready so they don't shut off during the meeting, however long it takes. You'll do great. Thank you so much.